Arm's Family Homestead is one of those channels that just feels easy to watch. Most of the time it's all about fishing, hunting, and simple life out in the country. In this episode, Daniel, the dad, takes his kid out into the woods for a hunt on their land. Nothing intense, just father and son time outdoors. And don't worry, there's no graphic hunting shown, so you're completely fine to watch.
You want to pop it open, huh?
Yeah.
So, Emily struck out this morning. It's just the first day of season, but she had a birthday party to go to, and this guy has a tag in his pocket burning a hole, so to speak. They're electronic now. Tags are electronic, but Limpy Gimpy has been in the field like 3 nights in a row. I saw him last night bow hunting, and I just couldn't do it. And if he shows up tonight, I don't think we're going to have the same problem.
I might cry if I kill him.
We'll see. I don't know. Houston and I are going to head to the woods, and maybe he'll have 2 bucks on the ground, and Emily's still at 0.
It's clear from the start that they're just looking to share a fun day together out there. As soon as they stepped onto the property, the first thing they noticed were deer moving through the trees. Instead of rushing in, they paused for a moment, just watching quietly, taking in the scene before heading deeper into the woods.
Is on camera in the field where we usually hunt. He's been here in this field at least three evenings in a row.
Their peaceful time together didn't last long. Off in the distance, 2 men with rifles started making their way onto Daniel's private land. Daniel and his son stayed still, hoping not to spook the deer or draw attention. But it wasn't long before the men's behavior broke the calm of the day.
These 2 dudes are fixing to be trespassers. They're sneaking up on our deer, trying to take a shot of the 3 deer that are right in front of us. They better not. You be still. You be still. Look at these trespassers. Be still. Mother. You stay here.
Hey! You better run, you piece of crap! Yeah, that's what I thought. Run, you little Hey! You poaching SOB! Get over here! Run, you little pansy! Keep running!
The bullet never struck the deer. Instead, it cut through the air so close to Daniel that he could feel the danger in an instant. He stepped out from cover and confronted the 2 men right there on his land. The moment they realized who they had nearly hit, they turned and bolted, crashing through the woods to get away.
You see that? 2 guys. That's a public hunting area. 2 guys almost just shot Houston and I. We're sitting in a blind on top of this hill right here. And those 3 does standing in front of us, they literally walked across the first gate, which put them on the private property. The second gate is my gate. They leaned on that gate right there and took a shot at our deer in our field. I came out yelling, not nice words, not in a nice manner. And the 2 pansies took off running.
Once the strangers fled, Daniel knew this wasn't something he could just shrug off. He immediately reached out for help, contacting the authorities to report what had happened, and before long, wardens and police were on the trail, and the men were caught. It was no small matter. They hadn't just wandered onto private land. They had fired a shot that came dangerously close to a father and his child. That single moment turned what should have been a calm day outdoors into something far more serious. A split second different, and the outcome could have been tragic. Thankfully, this time, both walked away safe. Will runs a channel all about the outdoors. Most of the time, his videos feel like a calm walk with a friend, quiet trails, the sound of wind in the trees, and little lessons about the plants he finds along the way. It's relaxing, almost like you're right there beside him. But on this trip, things were different. Will decided to head out alone, and what he stumbled across deep in the forest is the kind of thing nobody ever hopes to see. For a moment, though, just take in the scene the way his viewers usually do.
And that's an edible plant. The whole thing is actually edible. I only know how to identify it when it gets a little bit bigger because it has very big purple flowers on the top. Pink flowers. And you can make wines and jams that are just pink and amazing. And I plan on doing that. But I think these are the shoots. And the whole plant is edible. The flowers, the leaves. And apparently when you find the shoots, you can cook them up like asparagus. So if I had some butter, or even just a pot, I could kind of cook these with, some oil or something like that.
Pretty cool, right? Will isn't just out there for the hike. He actually knows his plants. Watching him is like tagging along with a guide who can spot and name different species right off the trail.
We're all over. Oh shit! I gotta get going. Gotta get going. Wow. So here we go. See my hand? See the arm? See him crawling? Yep, so gardening gloves, great idea. Great idea, lightweight. And actually the gardening gloves there's a bear right there. Oh shit. Oh! Okay. This does not make me feel good. This does not make me feel good at all. I didn't see any cubs. It definitely... Shit. Definitely was coming at us. Hey, bear! Man, right out the gate, you guys. Hey, bear! I should have been yelling. I'm looking around me. I don't want anything to get me on the sides.
The bear didn't just cross the trail and move on. It actually started following him. Thankfully, Will knew what to do. He kept his voice steady, made his presence known, and had bear spray ready. Step by step, he backed away, spraying a cloud between himself and the animal, hoping it would finally turn back. It was a long, tense moment, but eventually the bear stopped, kept its distance, and slipped back into the woods. Will walked away unharmed, but definitely shaken. Running into wildlife that close is no joke. Imagine being alone on a trail and suddenly facing a bear. What would you do in that moment? Make sure to let me know down below in the comments. This next story takes us to China in 2016, inside a drive-through safari park. It's the kind of place where animals wander freely, and the one strict rule is simple: never leave your vehicle. But during one visit, a family was driving through when tension built. A woman, her husband, their children, and her mother were inside the car. In the middle of an argument over who should be behind the wheel, the woman made a sudden decision. She opened the door, stepped out, and started to switch seats. That's when everything went wrong. She only meant to step out for a moment, but in a drive-through safari, even a second can be fatal. Without warning, a tiger burst from the roadside, grabbed her, and dragged her away before anyone could react. Her husband leapt from the car, her mother close behind, both fighting to reach her. In the chaos, her mother struck out at the animal in a desperate attempt to free her daughter. That act of courage shifted the attack. The tiger turned on her instead. Sadly, she didn't survive. The daughter lived, but only after suffering severe injuries. In the days that followed, the family took legal action against the zoo, insisting the warnings weren't clear enough. But the tragedy left a lasting lesson. In places where predators roam freely, stepping outside a vehicle isn't just breaking the rules, it can cost a life in seconds. Mimi wasn't interested in the 9-to-5 anymore. She traded in her old life for a van, choosing open roads and hidden campsites over city streets. Now, every day is different. A new forest, a new view, and a new story to share with her audience. On this trip, Mimi parked her van deep in the woods, far from the city.
Good morning. I slept so hard. I want to get up. There's literally dozens of campsites. Dozens. Or at least more than a dozen. What are you doing? So weird.
After fixing a quick meal and letting a show run, Mimi stepped out of her van for a short workout. Out there, with nothing but trees around her, even a simple stretch or a few exercises felt different, like the forest itself was her gym. The sun was warm on her skin, the air fresh, and for a while, everything seemed perfectly calm.
Okay, I'm done being a bum, at least for a little while. I'm gonna go get my steps in. Ooh. I moved just a little bit so I can get some more sun. Solar panel, not that there's been much today. It's been an overcast day. I feel like I'm emerging from the cave. I don't know what got me yesterday, but something got me. You can almost see it. Look at that. You see how it's kind of swollen? It hurts real bad. It does hurt, actually. Rude. That was fucking rude.
Mimi didn't set out to do much that day. She had already called it the perfect lazy day. So there was nothing on the schedule except cooking a little food and giving herself a second shot at making a hot dog better than the one she had tried the day before.
All right, let's see if this is better than yesterday. I'm feeling it's not going to be that drastically different. It's just heating up a hot dog, but you know what? Maybe it will be. Maybe it'll be the most delicious hot dog ever in the history of time. It's way better. It's way better than charred wieners. Heck yeah.
Mimi had gone deep into the woods for a quiet escape, far from noise and people. But peace doesn't always last. Out of nowhere, another woman appeared at her campsite, clearly worried. She explained that her son was lost somewhere out there in the forest, and she was desperate to know how to reach him. Given the situation, Mimi was more than willing to help, stepping in without hesitation.
How you doing?
I'm a little lost, and I'm hoping maybe you can kind of help me.
Yeah, what's up?
So my kid he's 20,
Uh-huh.
but he was hiking around the Linville Gorge, and this is telling me to turn here and go obviously through that gated area, which Doesn't look like
Oh,
a thing.
yeah, no.
To get to his pen, he pinned me there.
Okay, well, I'm assuming you did a trail, right? Like a marked trail.
Yeah, but he said he was like on the side of a road and he's throwing up. And he's like, come get me. I just drove from Raleigh
Oh, dang.
in my work clothes.
Oh my gosh, so you really are?
Yeah, I was like, I'll be right there.
Oh god, yeah, that's far. Okay.
dude.
Well, we've got quite the situation. Apparently, down that road that I was just walking down, about 2.5 miles, her son is very sick and needs her to come get him, but she can't get past the gate. And there's no other entrance way because I just hooked up my Starlink to see. There's no other way down there than through that gate, which is very locked. So she's calling 911 now to see if they can come help. All right, EMS and emergency services are coming out. They're gonna go get him. He's about 3 miles down the road. Well, we're thinking this guy has the key to unlock the gate, so realistically you wouldn't need EMS services because she can go get him, but this guy's apparently really sick down there. She said he's not one to complain. He's been hiking for maybe 2 days. And he was going to set up camp about 2 more miles down, but then he started getting real sick and throwing up a lot. And he called his mom all the way from Raleigh. She drove a little over 4 hours to get here. She's still in her work clothes. So I told her to sit with me at the fire to stay warm at least, but she's so nervous. I understand why. I mean, my gosh. Would you look at that? I don't really know what to do with myself. They're all kind of leaving right now. Bye-bye. Have a nice evening. Alright.
It wasn't a terrifying encounter, but it was enough to break the calm Mimi had been enjoying. More importantly, it was a reminder of how quickly the wilderness can turn risky. Out here, you can't count on luck. You need a way to stay connected, a tracker, a radio, even just letting someone know your plans. This time, the story ended well. But what if the boy had been injured? What if he couldn't walk or had no way to call for help? In the woods, those what ifs can turn a quiet trip into something far more serious in a matter of minutes. This next video comes from a channel called Roy, where the focus is all about wildlife. Cameras hidden in the forest, capturing whatever passes by. This time, the setting is a quiet trail in Slovakia. Roy was out hiking with his dog when the peaceful walk turned into something dangerous. By pure chance, one of Roy's cameras was aimed right at that stretch of path, and what it recorded shows exactly what they stumbled into. A trail camera is not set for decoration. It is set where animals pass again and again. On that Slovakian path, the lens caught a hard moment. A bear rushed a hiker and his dog. The man planted himself behind a tree, kept the trunk between them, and fought to drive it off. Thankfully, it worked. He and the dog walked away unharmed. If you hike where bears live, just please carry a bear spray. It doesn't cost much. It can fit in your pocket or your bag, and it can literally save your life. Go without it, and a simple walk can turn into the last mistake you make. That's all for today. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next video. Don't forget to leave a comment with your favorite encounter. And as always, thanks for watching and stay safe out there.